What is up, YouTube? Welcome to PanFro Games. In today's video, we have a huge announcement. The brand new Pokemon Presents has been announced for next week. So the leaks were right, and we're going to see what else was right. Plus, a new leak that's hinting at something incredibly popular that could be coming back. Of course, guys, if you like this type of content, please leave a like, subscribe if you're new. I really appreciate it. Consider supporting the channel by joining the Pan Fam by hitting that join channel member button below. So let's dive into. So the Pokemon Company tweeted out this morning, the next Pokemon Presents arrives soon's trainer. Tune into our official YouTube channel at 6 a.m. Pacific time on August 8th for 35 minutes of Pokemon news and updates. So that's going to be 9 a.m. on the East Coast for us over here. And I'm going to do my very best to do a live stream reaction to this Pokemon Presents, and then do, of course, a full breakdown of all the stuff relating to all the interesting content like Pokemon Scarlet and Violet and things like that. So stay tuned for that content next week. Now, 35 minutes is a long time. This is going to be a meaty, hefty direct. And the reason why we're going to be having something this hefty is, well, Pokemon Worlds literally happens like that following weekend, so it makes sense. It's all lining up. Also, this is about the same time when a Pokemon Scarlet and Violet raid event would be announced. Would technically actually be this Sunday, but I have a feeling they're going to delay it till this. So there's gonna be a lot of other news, of course, like the DLC announcements and all that. Now, let's actually talk about this little video they put here. I think this is incredibly exciting because I didn't have to do this. Normally, they just tweet out the Pokemon Presents logo, and that's it. But let's look through here. Oh, flashing the M, and then Pokemon Presents, all in purple in the darkness, and then that's it. A little bit of, like, what could this mean, guys? Well, here's the thing, as I just mentioned, guys. There is supposed to be a raid announcement that we know about in the game code for Mewtwo, and Mew's gonna have like a special role in that raid as well. The Mew is supposed to get a 20% boost to all its stats besides HP, making it like base 120 overall. So that's gonna be huge. But we don't have a new raid event currently announced. Right now, the last raid for Rillaboom is happening this weekend, but after that, we don't have anything else. And the fact that this is happening on this upcoming Wednesday means I don't think we'll have a raid announcement on Sunday, but I think it's going to wait till Wednesday, and they're going to pop off a massive Mewtwo raid event. Now, why do you think it's a Mewtwo? Well, let's go to the 2-second mark. Right here, right there. We get the M. The M in Pokemon is flashing in purple. I don't know what, like, this is a huge tell. They essentially told us, because we already know from the data mine about the Mewtwo raid occurring and the Mew coming in with this raid. So already know, like, it's happening. But the fact that they give us a purple N with this, like, ominous music as well in the background just tells me we are getting a big Mewtwo raid event announcement on this Wednesday, and it's probably gonna be for that upcoming weekend, honestly. And who knows, maybe it'll just be a one-off weekend. They sort of did that for the Pikachu as well, as a one-off weekend where it was like the Terra Water Pikachu. So we'll see. I'm very excited for this Mewtwo. It should be really difficult. Of running my calculations and all this stuff. It's gonna be one of the hardest raids, if not the hardest raid we've ever seen. Don't even know have a one-shot for it, honestly. All depends on what the Terra type of this Mewtwo is going to be, but that's incredibly exciting stuff. So looks like we're finally getting some legendary raid content, which is always awesome. But what else is going to be in the 35 minutes? Well, we probably can assume that there's going to be a lot of mobile game coverage in here. Pokemon is mostly mobile games at this point. We are going to be getting things like Masters EX, which we know originally leaked the August 8th release date from the game code for the Nimona release date in the game. So we have that. Pokemon Unite, another massive mobile game. There's also the Pokemon TCG. They could do something with that as well. There's Pokemon Cafe Remix. And there's, Pokemon Home could have an update. Pokemon Sleep can have an update. Of course, Pokemon Go, how could I forget? Pokemon Go is probably going to have some sort of update and announcement with this as well. And then we'll probably see something for Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. But let's be real, that's not the only Pokemon game coming out this year. There is also Detective Pikachu Returns that is releasing October 4th. We really haven't seen a gameplay trailer for this game yet. So I'm expecting definitely like a 2-minute, 3-minute trailer on Detective Pikachu Returns within this 35-minute direct. Now, let's talk about a release date for the DLC. Riddler Coup did tweet out 19th out of nowhere, just 19th. And if we're looking at release dates, I have a good feeling that September 19th is when the teal mask will release. Now, the 19th actually fits well because it is so close to fall 2023 that you can really count it as fall 2023. And it's technically still a summer. It is 2 days left in the summer on the 19th, so it makes a lot of sense. Now, it's also going to be a Tuesday. Tuesday is pretty much the main day for video games releasing. It's either Tuesday or Friday. A first half of a DLC update releasing on Tuesday makes a lot of sense. Friday is usually for like bigger game releases, like the Super Mario Wonder, like Spider-Man 2. Like those games would be like a Friday release, but smaller updates like a DLC update can totally fit on a Tuesday. And if they're really trying to get both the teal mask and the indigo disc out in 2023, which is what they're saying at this moment with the release windows, they have to release this in September, and then maybe indigo disc is like a late November or early December type of release. And I think that'd be great if that occurred. So we'll have to wait and see, but that is my bet that we're going to see a hard release date for September 19th for the teal mask, which is going to probably add about 100 new Pokemon. We are going to be getting all those legendaries, the 4 legendaries, Ogerpon, and the 3 Loyal Trio there. I do think we're going to get some sort of regional fake, so that's going to be 2 more Pokemon. So I do think we're going to get about like 6 or 7 new Pokemon, and depending if the Loyal Trio do actually have a pre-evolution, which I mentioned in my previous video. Now, the other update people really want to see is the classic Pokemon games on Nintendo Switch Online on the Game Boy service and the Game Boy Advance service. And everyone's like, yes, I want red, blue, and yellow, which I definitely do as well. Of course, I want to see gold, silver, crystal. And then for the GBA, I would love to see all the Gen 3 games, Ruby, Sapphire, Emerald, and then Fire Red and Leaf Green. That would be the absolute dream. I would love for that to happen. Will it happen? Well, maybe not all of them, because that is a lot of games at once. And one thing is, like last year they announced Pokemon Stadium 1 and 2 would be coming in 2023 to Nintendo Switch Online services. We've only seen Pokemon Stadium 1 so far, so they are very late on these releases. It does take a while, so I wouldn't expect a big drop for all of these games. Now, we got another leaker who is a very promising leaker. He leaked the entire last Nintendo Direct, so I do trust this guy. And he tweets out this photo. Now, this image is something that comes from WarioWare, which could be maybe has nothing to do with Pokemon. But the fact that he tweeted this at 9:02 a.m. and the Pokemon thing, I believe, was at 9:03. So he pretty much nailed the exact timing of when this is going to happen. The fact that he leaked the entire last Direct means he knows people on the marketing side, or maybe he works at Nintendo or something. He knows something. And my reasoning for this photo to be very interesting is, notice the color scheme here. Red, green, yellow. Red, green, yellow. Now, if you know what the original Pokemon games were in Japan, there was no Pokemon Blue. It was Pokemon Red, Pokemon Green, and then Pokemon Yellow. Pokemon Blue was a Western release. So this doesn't mean there's not going to be no Pokemon Blue, but Nintendo Switch Online services has definitely released Japanese versions of games in the past before. Maybe Pokemon Green would only be out in the Japan region and we would get Pokemon Blue, but I think this is a surefire lock that we are getting, at the very least, Pokemon Yellow and Red, and either blue or green. I do think it's going to be blue in the West, and then in the East is going to be Pokemon Green. We'll just have to see how it pans out, but I'm a believer. I think it's finally happening. I don't know if it's going to be a shadow drop. It's going to be like, you can play these right now. If you can, that's going to be freaking awesome. I would love that. That'd be really cool. But let me know in the comment section below what you want to see from this upcoming Pokemon Presents. I'm incredibly excited. I think all this information is going to be great. Don't forget, I will be doing a live stream reaction, then a full breakdown afterwards as well on the YouTube channel. So don't forget to leave a like, subscribe if you're new. I really appreciate it. Consider joining the Pan Fam by hitting that join channel member button below. And I'll catch you guys next time with more Pokemon and Game in Action. Peace out and have a great one.